Okay, today's video is on photosynthesis. Okay, your target reads that you can summarize the process of photosynthesis. So that means the verbally, like the general idea of what it is, but also the formulas and what each of those little things in the equation actually means. The basic version, at its most simple level, photosynthesis is plants using sunlight to make food, and that food specifically is a sugar called glucose. Okay, so plants use the energy in the sun to make food. Seems like voodoo magic, but it's not. It's science. First, where does this actually occur? And photosynthesis occurs in the leaves. Okay, a little hint down here. The leaves. Get it? Little hint, and then I made the word really little. See, it's funny because it's like a little hint, but it's small. Okay, so in the leaves, more specifically inside the cells of the leaves, in little structures called chloroplasts. Okay, each of these little green dots or these green circles inside this is called a chloroplast. And we'll look at these in the lab. This is one plant cell right there, and with lots and lots of chloroplasts in the middle. And those chloroplasts are filled with a pigment called chlorophyll, and we'll get to that in a minute. Okay, so photosynthesis, plants making food, happens in the leaves, specifically in the cells in the chloroplasts. Okay, so the formula, a couple of them, one written out here in words and the other one is more of an equation, is carbon dioxide, water, and light, and then the magic occurs and you get sugar and oxygen. Okay, written out, it's CO2, which is carbon dioxide, H2O, which is water, and now we need the sun's energy, we need chlorophyll, and then with all those things present, the plant rearranges those things and makes sugar, which is C6H12O6, and oxygen. Okay, so basically, this is just the same formula. Technically, for all you super detailed oriented people, there is a 6 there. There should be a 6 there, and a 6 there. And basically what happens, now these things over here, okay, those are reactants. And these things over here are the products. Okay, so basically what they do is, if you notice the glucose over here, right in this spot, so there are 6 carbons, 12 hydrogens, and 6 oxygens, and then there's, basically a dozen oxygens over there. So it basically takes CO2 and H2O, 6 of those and 6 of those, takes them apart. Okay, so it clicks off all these carbons and reassembles them in a different order. It's the same stuff: carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, oxygen. It's the same thing. But what the plants are able to do is to take apart the ingredients, or to take apart these reactants and put them back together to form the products. That's the cool magic part. Okay, so the reactants, CO2 and H2O, now it needs to get those things. So where does a plant get its reactants? Okay, well, the carbon dioxide, which is one of the reactants, comes through these little holes. This is a zoomed in picture of a leaf. Okay, and these little holes are called stomata, and the carbon dioxide just goes right in there from the air through these little holes into the cells of the leaf. Another reactant is water. Well, okay, they come up through the roots, and they're these little tubes. The xylem tubes are the things that carry water up to the leaves. Okay, so through the roots it gets the water, little tubes bring it all the way up to the leaf, and then the CO2 comes in those leaves. Okay, now we said it made sugar and oxygen. Okay, well, where do the products go? The oxygen comes right back out those little stomata into the air. That's where we get the air that we breathe. And the sugar goes from the leaf down. This is like a zoomed in picture of the stem of a plant. And the food will go down this little tube, these little phloem tubes, and maybe get stored in the roots, or go to some other cells that need the sugar. Okay? That is the end. I don't know if you noticed that or not. I wrote it down and verbalized it just in case you weren't sure if this were the end or not.